Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Maryland campaign event for you. Our first round here is going to be Pat's Turnpike, followed by the second map, which is going to be Fleming's Meadow. So two of the new drill camp maps. Before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our regiments tonight on the CSA side, you have the 15th Alabama, you have the Missouri State Guard, you have Bureau Guards Brigade, 10th Tennessee, I Corps, Jackson's Division, 5th New Hampshire, 2nd Mississippi, and then on the Union side, you have the Corn Brigade, Sussy Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, 12th Virginia, 10th United States, and the Iron Brigade. So let's get into our server pop here. As we can see, we're about 260 right now. Imbalance is 4 towards the CSA side. Confederates have 5 on artillery, Union has 1, so that imbalance, at least infantry-wise, is pretty even. So the 114th Pennsylvania, they have the option of the Springfield 61, and then the 2nd U.S. has also the Springfield 61. So Union, the whole team's got Springfield 61s, whereas on the CSA side, the Palmetto Sharpshooters Company, they have the option of the Enfield, the Mississippi, and the Whitworth, which they're probably going to choose the Mississippi, although Whitworth is pretty rare. And then you have the 5th Virginia, which has the Springfield 42, which has buck and ball. They're probably going to choose this gun, but they have other options such as the Enfield and the Springfield 55. So CSA going to have a huge advantage here with the weaponry on this round, being able to reload faster than also shooting with buck and ball, which acts as a shotgun. So Pat's Turnpike, you have the point of contention back here. Union artillery is located on that. Meanwhile, CSA is probably going to try to hit through the wood side here, as they do, because trying to go through this open area, it is wide open, and that is a no-go. So that's the general gist of this map. It's going to be fighting over the woods. It's like East Woods, West Woods. Your frontline reporters today, for the Union side, you have Melk here from the Pennsylvania Army, and then on the opposite side, you have Remix here, who will be operating artillery. Don't get to see it too often, so it'll be nice to see that POV. So Union's pushed up a little bit, at least in the open side here. They have a little defilade that they can use, hide themselves from CSA artillery, which, mind you, is located there. And then I think there might be some more back here, or I guess that's just their main spawn. So I guess, oh yeah, the other battery is right there. Yeah. Clearly, you can tell we've had these maps for a long time, and I know everything. So, you got 12th VA, 10th US, and Iron Brigade over here. They are defending the Union left. Meanwhile, on the right side for the Union, in the wood line, you have Corn Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, Sussy Brigade. So they're holding off that right side. CSA is taking their time, but they are making their way through the wood line right now. Got some 3rd California guys out here skirmishing. They're all Agrippa. Who would have thought that Agrippa has figured out how to clone himself before everyone else? So CSA starting to push up. You got 10th Tennessee and MSG out front. I mean, if CSA just as a team slams through and breaks the wood line, I don't see how there's any other way to play this. I mean, some CSA infantry have decided to sit back. You got I Corps that are acting more as, if you want to call them skirmishers, but not really. They're just kind of engaging long shots with the Union. Again, maybe they're keeping the Union distracted over there, but we'll see how this goes for CSA. They're about to charge into a Union force, which I don't think outnumbers them. I think CSA definitely outnumbers. Union's starting to turn the flank to get some shots into the wood line. CSA should just ignore them, and they should just go straight into the Union line, which JD looks like they're going to start doing that right now. Union's starting to do some return shots. You can see what they've got in the wood line here anyways. But fighting has begun. JD's gone in. They've gotten pretty much wiped. I mean, CSA is going in very, very slowly right now. I mean, like I just said, JD got wiped. The longer CSA sit back and wait, Union's going to have more time to reinforce, which 10th US is now starting to shift over this way as well. So the longer they wait, the Union lines are going to get more and more full, and it's going to be harder for CSA to break through, and that surprise is not going to be there. So looks like you're going to have another wave go in. 15th Alabama is now going in. And they're just kind of getting shredded up. Now you expect the inverse with CSA having Buck and Ball and Mississippi and all that, but
I don't see that happen very often. Kill.
So Union counter-charging CSA. A couple more guys are charging in.
Kill that fucking flag.
Now, this is kind of the chaos in the woods that you normally see. Union looks like they've pushed CSA out. They've gotten 3 CSA flags. A Union flag, I think, is down. I don't think all 4 CSA flags are back there. Unless this CSA group's not taking a flag, which I'd be surprised. They don't have a flag. Alrighty. So CSA might have just lost all 4 flags in the back wood line. Oh no, it's only 3. Alright, I don't know where that 4th flag is then for CSA. Unless it retreated out. Or it's a stick. Because sometimes the flags like despawn, but the stick that the person's holding is still there. I don't know where that 4th CSA flag is. Anyways, so that was a good start there for Union. We don't know the ticket and balance of the map necessarily, but Union's up by a considerable amount, and that's amazing considering that CSA, as an attacker, has more tickets. Attackers always have more tickets. It looks like... Why does that Union flag keep getting knocked down? It's a little confusing, but... CSA being down 3 flags, Union should push up into the wood line to make sure CSA can't get those flags back. And we'll see what CSA does at this point. They have a 5-minute despawn timer on them. So they wait 5 minutes, then they'll be able to get the flags back. And so the question is, are they going to charge to try to get those flags back, or are they just going to spend the time to sit and wait and kill the clock? Regardless, it's going to be great for the defenders. So CSA, where's their... Wait, they might only have 3 companies here. That might... Well, they have 4. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. He's playing hide and go seek with me. Those I-Corps guys, they got some skirmishing out here, so that makes sense. He was hiding from me. So, the CSA that have respawned without a flag here, they have pushed up on this left side. They're not doing too much. I mean, you have a couple of Union guys, skirmishers or Rambos, whatever you want to call them. They're out forward. IB is starting to push forward here. And so it looks like some of the CSA are actually making their way through the woods. Now, the officers don't have a Steam chat, so if they want to do something, they got to either talk through it in voice. I think they're allowed to use text chat in this event, unlike most no Steam chat events. IB runs up, takes their shots, and then goes back. So Tennessee getting shots. Remember, all these CSA guys that are here, if they die, they got to spawn back at Maine. That just adds to the chaos of a round. 15th Alabama looking to pursue. 5th New Hampshire here as well. They're not overextending.
On the line.
So CSA being a little cautious. Now, if they spend too much side inching their way up and then go in eventually, those flags might despawn before they go in there. They just need to watch for that. You either go in right away, or you just sit back and shoot the whole time. I don't think you can do anything in between. I mean, you can get close and have an engagement, a close shootout, but that's just going to favor the team that doesn't have the down flags in a huge way.
Nice.
And so 8th Ohio's closest to the down flags, kind of down. CSA Rambles are going forward trying to get them. And that's a good idea to keep the Rambles off of them. Although, if I saw a Rambo run up to pick up a flag, I would let him pick him up and then kill him after he picked it up because it would reset that 5-minute despawn timer. You'll see pubs do that sometimes, and that can be a little thing called devastating. So like... Oh, there goes one. It despawned. So the other two are going to despawn within the next 30 or so seconds, probably. And CSA will get the back. I'm going to laugh if these guys decide to charge right now, though, right as their flags are despawning. There goes the second one. It despawned. Any second now. So CSA getting very, very close. They have some rocks that they're using as cover. Also, just with the trees and everything. It allows for a lot of cover. You can't really see what's going on. Both frontline reporters not in the midst of that, but it's always hard to see what's going on.
Southeast. Gentlemen, take aim at the white smoke. Right there.
So all 3 flags for CSA have despawned. They're going to be able to get them back. They're going to take a minute to get up there, though, because that's a little ways away. But Union's actually pushing the pace here a little bit. I like the move. I don't know if they know if they have their flags or not, but they're pushing the pace. Union trying to extend this ticket lead, which is what you kind of need on this map. They're actually getting a little over aggressive here. Some of them charged in. CSA might counter charge, but the rest of Sussy Brigade looks to charge in. Looks like more Union reinforcements are slamming up. I thought they would have done this a little sooner when they saw their flags were decapped, but...
Right side!
Anyways, Union has won this.
Ticket lead. What the hell? Who called this order?
And Union still keeps their ticket lead. Meanwhile, looking out here, there seems to be a little bit more action happening. Union seems to have fallen back from the original defensive line. Holding a little further back on their artillery. Not really a whole lot of cover, but CSA is mostly defilated, so they only have to worry about CSA when they hop up, and then they'll probably return fire once they go up. Oh, did they not volley? They didn't volley. Huh. Interesting. And this definitely that Union was holding. I-Corps has positioned themselves up there, and they're shooting that. So Union's formed a big old defensive line. They're doing pretty good so far, I would say. As time progresses, we'll see if that changes. Now that CSA has their flags back, they should be able to put up a little more of a fight. Maybe they'll charge and get aggressive again, or maybe not. Actually, how far can they go this way? I'm guessing it's the same fence, yeah. So yeah, really, if CSA wants to go to the point in concealment, they got to go around this side, but a Union's just going to be crunched down in that woods. And normally the chaos of the woods favors the attackers, but Union won that initial charge, and that's huge. I don't know if we necessarily know the ticket imbalance, and maybe that's why the defenders are likely to play a little more aggressive or hold their line. Because like Eastwoods and Westwoods, the defenders usually fall back pretty far. You could argue Eastwoods Union likes to hold a little further forward, but for Westwoods at least, CSA generally fall back pretty far. And I mean, Union could go back a little more, but it kind of doesn't make sense. So you could argue that Union's as far back as they can really be. And CSA charged them out and Union held. That's the thing too, when CSA attacked, they went in very, very slow. And so Union was able to react and respond and get more guys in there and hold that charge better. So CSA starting to finally get back up in the fight. I'm intrigued to see what CSA is going to do. We're a third of the way through the game. Both sides still not engaged. And tickets kind of have gotten a little closer. CSA is still probably going to hit engaged first, though. But this is a really nice defensive spot for the Union. I mean, the center part where it's still kind of flat. I mean, they have the artillery and the caissons that they can use for cover. And you got the artillery shooting as well. I mean, the only way CSA is really going to be able to break this is if Union makes a mistake, but Union's playing very well. So, I mean, the best chance CSA's got is they got to hit Union on the far side here. They kind of went this side here with their first charge, and so Union could kind of pinch them a little bit. I mean, I assume Union's on the edge of out of bounds. They are. But even if they are, you just got to hit them on the side and kind of turn their flank and collapse in. At least that'd be my guess. And the thing is, too, if CSA is all in the woods, it's going to be harder for Union to realize where they're hitting. Sure, Union's going to know CSA is in the woods and they might collapse guys over. But if CSA tried turning a flank, that might work well. Because Union won't know where CSA is going to hit them in the woods. They know in the woods, but the woods is kind of wide enough where Union could hit from a couple different directions. Or CSA could, sorry. I mean, Union could also hit from a couple directions. Chaos of the woods. Or the corn, whatever it may be. But this shootout strategy that CS has gone into, this will not work in the long run. If you had all day, you could win in theory, but you've only got 45 minutes. It can be extended if you cap the point, but Union doesn't seem to want to let that happen. I mean, it doesn't make sense for Union to retreat anymore because, I mean, the only good defensive spot that Union has past this is maybe here. They can kind of sit behind here. It's not terribly deflated, but it's deflated enough to where they can hide their body behind there. And CSA would have to charge them out, but really outside of that, there's not a whole lot. It's not like the woods is anything great either. At least if you're holding his Union back here. I guess it's okay. But obviously you don't want to give CSA the woods or the kind of area around cap. So CSA is going to have to make their move at some point. But the question is, what is it going to be and when are they going to do it?
Yeah, so far, and it looks like they kind of shifted a little bit more right forward. They're now almost
There's some
entirely
shifting
in the
left.
west-northwest.
I wish they'd push us on the right.
So,
Hold on. West.
and this is really props to the Union here for holding that first charge. I mean, if CSA contests this charge any amount better than, or that first charge better, then I think CSA might continue to be aggressive. But Union kind of curb stomped them. CSA lost the majority of their flags, so CSA is a lot more hesitant, and so they're adapting their strategy, which I can appreciate. But at a certain point, you got to realize that this is not dealing enough damage. I mean, shootouts don't really deal a whole lot of ticket drain in general these days, especially on the higher pop, which, what are we at again? We're up to 290, so.
Cover arms.
With that being said, JD might be the first ones to go. Are they going in by themselves? I mean, they're going in very close to the Union line. That's the thing, too, is that CSA has the advantage with all the weapons that they have. They got buck and ball and stuff. At least according to the sheet I have. There is zero reason why CSA should be playing as conservative as they are. This is just, frankly, Union is just outplaying CSA. There is no reason this match should be going this bad for CSA.
That flag, get that son of a bitch. It's a trap, it's a trap. It's a trap.
We maintain, we can't afford
It's a
to
trap, it's a trap.
Hold the hill, don't go over, hold the hill.
Union pinching in onto 10th Tennessee, 5th New Hampshire. And CSA are down tickets,
Let's fucking get them. Let's get
down a
'em.
flag. So another great wipe there from Union. CSA Union got 2 flags, but Union have retaken the woods. They pushed CSA out. That's, I mean, CSA could be thinking that we have the buck and ball in the Mississippis, we should win in a shootout by a considerable amount, but they aren't. It's, I don't know. I just, if the defending side doesn't have buck and ball and whatnot, and the attacking side does alongside the Mississippi, it really feels like they should be winning this fight in the woods. I mean, but Union's just playing that well.
Let me take a look. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they flipped it.
And that's the thing, too, is like JD got very, very close to the Union line. And then 10th Tennessee was kind of behind him, and Union was like, oh, there's only a couple of them, might as well go in, and it worked beautifully. Union's just defeating CSA indeed. This is just wild. So, CSA flags have been picked back up, it looks like. I-Corps flipping from the right side of the map to the left.
Southwest.
And
Southwest.
looks like they got the Mississippis there.
Let's get up this side.
Man. I mean, we're halfway through the match.
Movements east southeast.
And Union is barely down. A little over a morale stage. This is wow. You rarely see attackers be over conservative, and every time the attackers are over conservative, it usually doesn't go well for them. They did charge right away, but Union just destroyed them, and then ever since then they've just sat back. So, uh-oh, they're going to fire the already. Oh, I thought he was going to fire.
Alrighty. We're ready to move.
Look at the glories of artillery. No, I appreciate this. We never get artillery. Oh, here he goes. See how that shot landed way behind the Union line, way above him too. That's the thing, those aren't easy shots. It's slightly uphill, and Union's behind a crest. That's not that's a hard shot. You gotta fuse that properly, and that ain't easy to do. So CSA, they're shifting a lot here. A lot more guys in the woods. You do have JD now going off to CSA right, which, I don't know. CSA just needs to, as a team, push through the woods. It's not like Union's going to push out and take these positions if CSA leaves them. They're defending a point. They're not going to rush out if they don't need to. So, looks like they're going to go in again. It's I-Corps and 10th Tennessee. It's like MSG maybe as well. They're getting, are they going to charge or are they just getting close?
They're getting aims. They're down the lines.
No, don't just shoot! Fucking shoot!
So I-Corps guys are half charging in. 10th Tennessee is sitting back shooting. Union 8th Ohio starting to countercharge this a little bit. And I-Corps is wiped. Meanwhile, CSA reinforcements 15th Alabama. And Beauregard's brigade looks like they're pushing in now. Union now countercharging with 30th Ohio. Jeez, this is chaos in the woods. Now Twin Banners trying to get in the action for Union. Union reinforcements moving in from the center. This is a closely contested charge. Union Rambo's getting CSA flags. 10th U.S. is the reinforcements for Union.
Get the flags up! Get the flags up! Don't reload in a melee! Get the flags up! Get the flags up! Get the flags up!
Hey, we still got enemy.
So Union is going to hold that. 10th U.S. really cleaning things up. Union keeping the flags alive, which is the most important thing for them to get the respawn. CSA all keeping their flags alive. But look at the tickets. This is exactly what you want as CSA. You didn't win the charge. You didn't throw them off the position. But you knocked both sides down a huge chunk of tickets. Huge. And so that's really what you need to do as CSA. Doesn't matter if you necessarily win the ground. As long as you're keeping pace with tickets, at least keeping ahead on tickets, maybe a little. It doesn't even matter if you're down. As long as you're bringing both sides down, because really the only way CSA, I see them breaking through this, is if they either mass up as a team and hit at once, because CSA, again, went in independently. Or by hitting Union down to last stand and then wiping them all and winning. But they are a little down on tickets, so they would hit final push first as of now. But CSAs need to do that the whole time. Do they have enough time to keep doing that, though, is the question. Now, Union is reforming a little quicker here than CSA, at least it looks like, although Union's more spread out than CSA, so the guys that are spread out are going to look a lot more scary and larger in number than that of the guys all clumped up.
Alright. See the flag over there.
You can also see Union is... Oh, my... Ah! I saw that in the corner. JD, looks like they've charged up on the right side. CSA right. CSA does hit taking losses, but this was a good little maneuver here. You can see at least the caissons there. You got some PA guys getting a nice little angle there. But it was a good push up from JD. I do wish they would have gone in the woods, but... You know, at least they're doing something on this instead of sitting back and just shooting from a distance, which isn't going to do a whole lot for your team.
This might be it.
No, you don't have to crash for me.
So, 12th VA holding that for Union. And so, CSA for the most part's formed up. They got some guys trickling forward. Looks like they're talking in chat if they want to send it again.
Hey, fix up the gap here. There's a big gap here.
Someone said 16:30. I don't know if it'll be 16:30.
We need to charge soon. We need to charge soon.
Yep. We're ready.
We're ready to go. 15th. You want to go with?
We're waiting for our CO.
That's the thing. The CSA's gotta wait for their whole squad at this point. I mean, sure, it gives the defenders more time. We know that the defenders are essentially formed up now, so. But I like that CSA keeps wanting to push the pace here. PA got charged out. Who's joined them? Is that all JD? It's all JD. And 12th VA, a very risky charge here. You get one to throw JD out of your lines. JD a little spread out. They get their flag. That's a good pickup on their part. Weird Uncle, what a pickup though, and he's going to run out. Some 12th VA guys are chasing. Most of them are. But anyways, CSA going in on the other side. Looks like 12th VA did hold on there, so charge that paid off. What a volley.
Base! Weapons up! What the fucking hell? Yanks! Yanks! Kill these liberals! Kill them all!
And Union actually countercharged in the backside, but I don't think Union realized CSA's got a second wave. So the independent groups going in might have worked. CSA still down on tickets. And it's hard to see what's going on directly in the woods, but there is a CSA flag down there. It's too close to call. It kind of looks like Union's going to barely hold that. But again, both sides got knocked down. And that was a nice charge there from CSA. So, CSA is going to take the time to reform here.
Also,
10th US looking to move over in the woods. They might have grouped up with 10th or 12th VA.
I know. Do we want to make a hole in this fence?
So both sides kind of settling down. CSA, despite the sit and shoot for a lot of the beginning of that match, they have been able to still have plenty of time on the clock to win this game. I mean, 14 minutes is a lot of time. Granted, CSA is going to spend a minute or two reforming, assuming they're going down the other side, but it looks like they're leaving the woods, and most of the team is gathering up on this side. So maybe CSA is going to try and attempt on this side. I mean, JD is reforming here. Actually, CSA might have moved just a little back to reform to make sure Union couldn't countercharge and wipe them. So, the few minutes here of the Reformation has begun. Looks like CSA is mostly going to go. It's just JD who's forming up on that side again. I mean, you can argue if what JD is doing is good or not. I mean, they're at least keeping like 12th VA's attention over on this side. Which, again, you can argue if that's a good thing or not. Because if JD's in the woods, CSA could have more guys, but at the same time, 12th VA would probably move over into the woods as well. So, with that all being said, Bus is joining me. Hi, Bus.
That's right. That's right. Battleline Network live, reporting live.
It's been a hot
We're here
minute.
today, reporting.
Did you see the epic victory royale today on the Grand Campaign?
Indeed. Indeed, indeed. CSA's pushing forward. So, did you just hop on, or have you been playing this whole time, Bus? Uh-oh. Anyways, CSA's pushing up in center. I-Core, JD heading that way. They're kind of going straight at it.
They're going right there. Beautiful look.
The most brilliant commentary.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful map, an amazing map. Is this the first map?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy,
So,
we get another 45 minutes after this, boys.
I know. Oh my.
A beautiful, beautiful time here. Great melee and shooting on that. Oh wow, looks like we got two CSA guys pushing in there.
Yeah, 10th
Who are
US
those
moving
guys?
over to reinforce, kind of going for a flank here. 10th US, if they overextend, CSA could have a chance to eat them up for some tickets, which they're starting to turn that direction. JD and I-Core facing that way. 10th US pulls back to the
Beautiful
cannon.
shot right there, Eagle. Keep it right there. And just nice slow advance on it. You see this? This is called a wide shot here, gentlemen. That's right. I went to film school. I'm an NYU
shot?
film school graduate.
This is... That was zoomed in. Anyways, CSA
There it
gonna
goes.
charge 10th US.
Yep. Beautiful charge here. The Union is slash running away. 10th is going into panic here. What kind of victory we're going to have? It looks like CSA is half winning it.
Yeah, they're gonna win this. They're going to pick their flag back up. They are about to hit breaking. Doesn't really matter. Union's about a fourth of a stage ahead on tickets. Again, not the
Right.
worst thing in the world for them.
No, it's not too bad. Especially this is a defensive map, so it's all right.
You know,
Tickets were a little bit wider a couple minutes ago, but I think this charge has kind of helped them out quite a bit here.
I'm surprised because I was looking at the weapons for this map. CSA, one of their regiments has a buck and ball, and the other one has the Mississippi. Union just has Springfield 61s.
Yeah, yeah.
And Union's holding this really, really well. And that's surprising me.
Yeah, there's quite a few now. We have Union set up on the caisson straight to their north on that group there.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of pinch the JD I-Core group that took out the 10th
it's looking...
US. Okay, here's the perfect
The 10th
chance.
US.
What's the rest of CSA doing? They are just sitting back and
They are
shooting
sitting
the flank of
back.
Union.
I would, if I were them, I would have charged this giant group here. The CSA, USA scattered. They'd certainly lose that.
Yeah, no. See, if they just charge directly at them on the point, or if they go into the groups on the woods.
Either one. Either one, it's breaking there. Game, set, match for them, really.
So, but they're going to keep up the shots. Both sides are going to drop the break.
I mean, hey,
CSA,
they can whittle them down. CSA, it's in their hands right now.
It is. I mean, they still have some time if they want to get Union the last stand, but I don't know if Union's going to be, or I guess CSA is going to be able
going
to
in.
break
10th going in.
That's 12th VA.
Oh, sorry, 12th VA, sorry.
And PA as well.
Ninja, great drinker, great smoker. Met him in Gettysburg, very good time. A few days before my ex-girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh.
I miss you so much, and by that I mean fuck you, bitch, I win. That was mean, I shouldn't say that. The USA is losing that. But the ticket change seems to be pretty decent for it, actually. Not too bad.
Now 8th Ohio is pushing out. Union's a little trickled out. If anything, if Union was going to charge this out, they should have done both these prongs at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
This is...
difficult push from them, though. Yeah, that's no bueno.
Union hits breaking, so that ticket gap definitely closed. That's not terribly surprising.
Not terrible, but the ticket gap is seemingly growing. We'll see how it goes after the set of charges. Sussy Brigade seems to be moving out from the forest right now.
I just said the ticket gap was decreasing, and you immediately said it's increasing. That's beautiful.
Sorry. Well, things change. The Union wins that on that case on an excellent move, like an excellent charge, one could say. Frankly, I'd sign an executive order saying that that charge was victory at conception.
You must win the
So, Union spending some time to reform. No one has down flags. Union's almost abandoned the woods. And at least CSA on the artillery, they're going to try to charge 10th US out of the spot. Great shot from CSA Artie. It's going to knock down a lot. Although JD is moving in a little scattered.
Little CSA advance on both sides there.
And they should have done that a couple of minutes ago, but, you know, at least they're doing it now. Union might be a little more prepared for it this time. So CSA take the artillery again. Union starting to position themselves in the woods. 8th Ohio and Twin Banners. CSA is going at 15th Alabama sitting back.
It's also 1st Delaware.
While 10th Tennessee and Rear Guards Brigade are charging in. They're charging in so scattered out. 15th Alabama now charging in. This was a not great charge here from CSA.
No bueno. They split. They got distracted by the artillery, it seems. Let's see. Sussy Brigade holding out. Twin Banners, 5th and C, 1st Delaware holding. And a great hold from Sussy Brigade there. They split their forces.
Yeah, that was confusing. The Rear Guards Brigade, 10th Tennessee, winning kind of in the center. 15th Alabama.
Odd switch up. 6 minutes to hold this now. 6 minutes. You're basically final push. They can do it. Issue is that last stand. See, where's the CSA deployment on this map?
It is really far back.
Yeah. That's a big issue with a lot of these maps, is the deployments are far. But I'd say pretty balanced overall. Not on all the maps.
Do you like the new maps?
I like a decent amount of them, yeah. I like playing defense on them. I played Camp today. Oh yeah, you recorded that. I led that match on Grand Campaign with everybody, and that was super easy to break through the defenders there. It was just fucking the Union camp, you just fucking waltz right through. You take that left-turn hill or whatever on the CSA side, you just fucking dominate them. And that's honestly a lot of these maps, is you make a breakthrough and bada bing, you're good.
Yeah, a lot of these maps, it seems like there's one area where the defenders have to hold, because it's the only place that the attackers can really go, at least efficiently.
Yeah.
Here it's kind of the woods, although CSA can go through the open, which they've started doing in the latter half of this match. But yeah, a lot of these maps, it's one place.
I think it's okay if it's a good point to hold. It's kind of reminds me a lot of the old War of Rights maps, where, or before the counterattack update, where, you know, you have to hold the point because the cap is going to end the game, basically. So you really have to hold that one area, and that's fine. Honestly, I've been seeing defenders win quite a bit on a lot of these maps, but some of them are still shitty. Devs are not quite good at making boundaries.
The boundaries are weird because it's like the CSA right, that snake fence is out of bounds to the south. And it's like, well, that sucks for CSA that they can't use that, because the only way they can approach with cover is through the woods, and Union has been at least doing it, contesting it well this round. But, oh well, it is what it is. At least it's something else to play on and something else to watch. So, CSA kind of reforming after that charge. They didn't lose any flags, which is huge on their part. 4.5 minutes left. They're as Bus mentioned a few minutes ago, they're basically in final push. The black time will probably not drop.
It dropped like a minute.
But they're like a third of the stage away from final push, so CSA is creeping up on Union left.
Yep, this is Battle Line Network reporting live. We have CSA units moving towards away from the point to go and wrap around the Union, perhaps get them to last stand. I'm not too sure what the plan is here. I assume wrap around, take the hill, be able to shoot down at the point. Issue is this an open field? You got to advance all the way through, and you're going to be losing a man every single damn second.
Yeah, CSA lackluster aggression at the beginning, or kind of in the middle of this round, has really killed them. They have spent a lot of time sitting and shooting, which didn't do a whole lot. When they started charging Sir, they were losing on tickets, but at least they were bringing everyone down. But they haven't found a key decisive win in a charge yet, and that's really props to Union. Again, Union has the worst guns, objectively. Yep. CSA artillery is running up to Union guns, trying to take them and use them. What the heck? They're trying.
Wow. They're doing something.
They're dying out of line.
Yep.
Wait,
Union.
What is
3 minutes now.
What is CSA doing? They've got 3 minutes. They got to hit Union the last dance.
I don't know.
Win. They're just sitting and shooting.
Let's go. They must break in the center. They must break in the center. And that is, wow.
Yeah, CSA mass charging. I-Corps going for the center. Meanwhile, Union left. 12th VA is holding against JD. Got more CSA charging in the center as well. Chaos on the battlefield here.
This
CSA
is it. Final attack on the battlefield.
There they go.
Final push here. Not going to make that much of a difference. It makes actually 0 difference.
Someone's artillery just hit right into the CSA line.
That was Agrippa. I just saw that. That was Agrippa.
CSA win on Union already to the left of point from Union perspective.
Agrippa, who never plays pub matches, of course.
There are 3 people with the name Agrippa.
10th U.S. Agrippa.
So the few CSA that are alive are collapsing onto point.
Setsy Brigade still alive, sitting at this fence now and defending.
And a minute 40. Oh my goodness, I'm lagging. The amount of people spawning in at once. But these few CSA guys that are alive, they need to start killing Union. They can't be sitting around. They got to do something.
No, this is no bueno for them. They want to get a last stand. It's almost too late. They reached that minute mark. It's game. It's game, set, match for them.
I mean, a lot of the CSA spawns are now gunning it out of main. They're about
45 full minute.
Out.
If they got him last stand earlier, they'd still have a major chance. We'll see, but I don't know.
I don't think they have it.
It's looking like a Union victory royale.
Yeah, CSA and the artillery, they can't necessarily charge in, but
no, they got a strong defensive position here.
That's what I mean by that. They can't win. I don't know if that's
no, they can't win when they're sat like this. But here's the thing: is they got reinforcements coming in. I don't know. Maybe we'll get fooled. Maybe us reporters are stupid and don't know anything about the game. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they're not gonna win. That's not bad.
That's last stand. 40 seconds now.
Union main spawns, 10th US and PA, 12th VA guys are just gunning it. They're trying to charge, keep CSA off point. I don't know about that. 25 seconds.
Here we go.
Nice arty shot.
We have guys charging out here. 12th VA charging out. 17 seconds.
Is CSA on point on the artillery? There's no way. That's on cap. Oh, they're starting to charge in. Yeah, this looks to be over. Bus, your thoughts? Bus?
That's a Battle Line Network victory royale. Unbelievable. And by that I mean good game. That was fun. It's a good little match there.
You know, real huge props to Union. They don't have the better guns. They dominated that whole match. CSA played not great. Their charge at the beginning was very spread out. Each group went in on their own kind of, and Union took full advantage of that. Counter charge wiped them. CSA lost the flags. They sat back and shot for a long time, even after getting their flags, and they just
Spawn's
sat for
not that
long.
far, but to their credit, it is a little bit far. The issue was, I think you're looking at this map right now. too much splitting and not enough getting together and dipping. And there didn't seem to be too many unified pushes to those forces. You got one right there. You had two, and all of those failed. Again, when you're spread out like that and you're on an open field, you either want to send everybody on that open field or you want to send everybody north. Union was outnumbered on that match by almost 10 if you count, or more than 10, sorry, if you count the artillery. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
A few things that could have been done differently, but I don't
We'll
think
see
it was
you all
absolutely
for
awful.
the next round. Alrighty, here we go with the start of our next round. Fleming's Meadow. So quickly looking at that server pop again, we're up to 300, imbalance of 6 towards the CSA side. Union has 3 on artillery, while Confederates have 7. So that infantry imbalance is not that bad. Anyways, for the rifles, you have the 15th Massachusetts, they have the Lorenz. 2nd Wisconsin has the Lorenz. And for CSA side, the 30th Virginia has the option of Springfield 42, Enfield, and Springfield 55. And then the 4th Alabama here have the Enfield and Springfield 55. So CSA's got the buck and ball. Everyone else has the normal guns. So this is a wide open map. And really the only way Union can go to at least conceal themselves is through this tiny wood area. It is out of bounds right here. So this is the only place that Union can have cover. And so that's why you see the whole Union team gunning it on this side. CSA moderately defending it. I mean, they're spread out because you don't know where Union's going to go. You got a lot of Union kind of in the center in a shootout from a distance, which is not going to work in the long run, as we saw with last round.
No.
So, Bus, what do you...
Again, a big Union spread here.
Bus, what are you thinking of this map? What's
Yeah,
the
I don't know. I think Sussy and who is that down there on that bottom south side?
For Union? Yeah, it's
Sussy and who else? Sussy and CV?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're going to get... Oh, there they go. That's a good move.
So they're spreading out, starting to take some shots. But you can't... I don't think you can do this all game. You got to try to break through at some point. It's going to be difficult.
Eagle, I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Drag me back up in a second.
Oh, boy. So, that's the thing. Sure, you can have this nice little shootout here, but it's not gonna... I don't know if it's gonna be fast enough to hit the defenders down. I mean, you've roughly got to get CSA down. I like to say every 10 minutes you try to get your opponent down, starting at 40 minutes. I think that's a good pace to go at, but you gotta be... You still got to be aggressive if that's going too slow. CSA not really defending this side. Don't really blame CSA. Again, the out of bounds for Union on this side is right here. Or it's out of bounds for both sides. They just cannot use the snake fence. So there's really no cover that Union can use. Now, the nice part for Union is because they have pushed up and they're inching down this way, they can eventually get around the snake fence this way, which you can see CSA has kind of started the plug. You also have a couple CSA guys back here, but interestingly, you have some 3rd California guys out here, I guess, Ramboing. You could call it skirmishing if you really want, but it looks more like Ramboing.
Enemies!
So, question is, where will Union break through? When are they going to do it? How are they going to do it? I really think because... CSA rightly has plugged up that side over there. You don't want Union breaking through. Last time I watched this match, the CSA put like 10-15 guys there, and the whole Union team just broke right through, and it was game over. So, a difficult decision here. I kind of like that Union's doing this. CSA, because they defended the left side so hard. They've left this side open, which... Again, you don't blame them for it, but Union needs to take advantage. They got a little half-stone wall here that they could use to get some nice shots. They can also creep down the snake fence to approach. But so far, this shootout has favored the Union, and it's considerable, too. I mean, it almost looks like a 4th of a morale stage difference right now. So, I mean, if this pace goes well, we might as well continue doing it.
Anyways, sorry about that.
You're fine. So, shootout's working so far for Union. CSA, why is CSA dropping so much?
I don't know what's happening. I think that corner right there is maybe not doing them any favors.
I mean, there's a couple of
Look at the bodies there.
CSA guys getting kills.
Maybe what we said earlier isn't actually that bad, because this corner doesn't seem that bad to push from for Union.
No,
the way the land works right there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before you hopped in, is that Union pushed the wood line to try to break through. CSA plugged it so much that they've kind of left the center or right side from a CSA perspective open. And so Union can just kind of creep around the snake fence. Interestingly, though, on the other side, CSA is charging the Union here. Or trying to get on their side. 15th Alabama going that way.
Tickets are gapping quite a bit, but on all of these maps,
JD
you can change
here.
around.
Union's starting to turn. This is perfect for Union. Assuming Union reacts fine.
I mean, the way that this map on this side over here is set up, shooting uphill for the CSA on the northern side of the map is harder than shooting.
You guys are losers because you're wearing a different
I mean, I guess
color.
that's like a given, but not every part of the game is like.
Okay, Union trickling in, CSA holding well. The only thing that matters with this engagement is the tickets. And right now, CSA is paying a heavy price for this action. They might lose the flags too. I mean, the CSA on the other side are not charging in, they're just sitting back. The whole Union team is now shifting down over here.
Oh yeah,
Union,
that gap's open now.
Union just slaughtered CSA. They've got one
That's
flag.
intense, dude. I guess everything we said during the break about this map was completely wrong.
I mean,
Maybe the tickets are really just that bad.
Maybe the what is just bad?
The tickets. Maybe the tickets are just that bad.
I mean, it could be. Because the devs released the maps, and on day one, the attackers won every map by like a whole morale stage. Most of those first day broadcasts are on this channel. You could, if you want to see, but
what they did is
they added like was it
15%?
They added 15% tickets to the defenders, so they buffed the crap out of the defenders. It works great on some maps, and then there's some maps where I don't know if it's working. Because I don't know why CSA is losing so much. Union's starting to push, though, because they like CSA.
I'll see. I have my body's turned up to max. I'll look, but I'm unsure. I don't think...
I mean, we know CSA just charged, and they dropped like a third of a morale stage, and that makes sense. But before that, they lost nearly half a morale stage from the shootout.
Right. And now Union's just around the bend where they need to be.
Yep.
On that southern side.
And CSA is falling back.
It's a shame.
The defensive line they have on point, they have a defilade they can hold behind it, but Union could push up right to the other side of that defilade if they want and force CSA out. CSA can't really turtle from what I've seen, which granted I've only watched this map twice. Actually 3 times.
Oh, their deployment's so fucking close.
Yeah.
The point itself.
You can't go too far.
God, Union's got a long fight to get there, dude. There's still a decent amount of ways from the point.
Yep. But they got plenty of time, and they still got to get CSA down, so it's not the end of the world. Corn Brigade, Sussy Brigade are the groups that have pushed through that wood line. Union has forced CSA down to engage. These Union groups that I just mentioned, they have a little defilade over here that they can use. CSA is trying to kind of encircle them. But, again, as long as the flags are kept up, both sides should kind of be fine. Is CSA charging these guys? Oh, they are. JD's going in on Sussy. More particularly Twin Banners.
Yeah, crazy. Oh my god, there's a guy on the rock. It looks, I don't know, I think, this is a weird position that they're in right now. No, the CSA, they just lodged themselves in between. I mean, I think it was bad timing right there for that CSA group that went in, because now they're lodged.
Yeah, I don't know why they went in. I could have just been bad timing. Maybe they just didn't realize they were outnumbered.
I think it's bad timing because the Union group just came out of nowhere. I don't think that they realized that because they had that coverage for a long time. It's hard to see that.
So Union line is completely adjusted.
Fuck. Now it's a fucking Union camp all over again. Yes, like yesterday or today, I guess, dude. It's fucking complete crush. I get this is easier to defend at least a little bit than Union camp is. I don't think this is an easy map to defend by any means.
Because at Union camp, you just have one little tiny hill.
One hill. You get one hill, but then other that, you get
nothing.
Tanks that bullets go through.
You get some, yeah, you get some tents.
Yeah, you can go sit in them and die.
Union needs to research the block bullet 10 or whatever.
Yeah, World War I trenches and fucking bunkers.
That's what they're gonna add next to the game is can dig trenches.
Oh, dude,
You just-
speak off, bro.
You just
Over the Top is a fun game.
you just dig a deep enough trench so that you can't get out of it. You just
Yes.
do a little circle around the point so the attack.
Yeah, yeah. Like crater, like the crater, the Battle of the Crater.
Uh,
So I can blow it up and just kill everybody in there.
that would be wild. So, CSA lost their flank, and then the line collapsed. Who would have thought?
Yep.
So,
It's rough. I would have plugged that way earlier, but again, you're spread pretty thin.
I mean, CSA charged out in the woods. They got wiped. They lost their flag, and Union instantly
get that choice.
countercharged, and they were able to take it. CSA
Weird
didn't have a lot
decision.
of time. Yeah, I don't get that charge from CSA. Maybe they were trying to do what Union was doing last round, but I don't know what they saw. But in the end, regardless, it was not a great decision. So.
I won't judge it. Maybe there was some vision there. Again, everybody's learning these maps again. No one's 100% on all these things, unless you're me and Sevi. In that case, you haven't lost a single one.
They have plus has photos of everything, like the cap zone, the exact cap zone,
Yeah.
the out of bounds, everything.
Special hacks too, the debug hacks, where it tells you where all the little heads are with the little X and Y axis, no matter where you're on the map.
Jackson ready, gentlemen.
Ah, jeez. I don't know. Maybe this is good. I don't know. I'm trying to debate in my mind right now if this is good map design or not, because like we were talking before this, and it's been mentioned during the recording.
Oh my God! Wait a second.
Yeah.
I won this map on Friday.
JD is pushing
What are
up.
you doing
They're-
there?
Are they charging Union?
On defense.
There's no way. They don't have their flag.
I'm so stupid, bro. I forget these maps. That's yeah. Why are they charging like that?
They're getting close. They don't have their flag.
All right.
Interesting.
A new strat here that I think would go well for the CSA: hold behind the defilade behind point. Okay. I don't know why they were pushed forward anymore. Now that I know what map this is, why were they pushed up? Yeah, right there. You see that? That's where all the CSA was set up on Friday when we were playing. This is the first time I played that map. I was right there where those cannons are, and we all just set up. And every time they'd have to charge in, it was like a bumfuck for them. They got absolutely slaughtered on offense. Like defense destroyed them. I don't know what this is.
I know the maps are new and people are still learning them, but
Defilade, brother, defilade.
I
The
feel
Europeans have been better than NA on these maps. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like there is situational awareness and kind of understanding how order rights of the game works in general. I don't know why JD's pushing up so close. They're not trying to get their flag. They would have charged in if they wanted that.
Okay, they're getting the flank. That's what it is.
What is this Rambo doing for CSA? Oh my goodness. Buxton tried to go pick up the flag, and he is so lucky he didn't pick that up, because otherwise that 5-minute timer would have restarted. He would not have made it out. JD's still kind of there. Union hits engaged. CSA almost down to engaged as well. Or sorry, they are engaged. Almost taking losses. Aye, aye, aye. But so Union's got 30 minutes to shoot him down one stage.
Now that I know what map this is, yeah, this is the strat. Is just hold behind the defilade, because Union now has to advance across an open field no matter where they are. This is the hard part for Union. Thing is now, they have such a wide ticket advantage that pressing that's good. Why are they pushing out past the defilade, dude? Mow the grass. That's all you need to do.
Sounds like
You don't need to stand. You don't need to do pop-up volleys. There's no need for it. You know what you can do? You can sit right there where they just stopped, and you can mow the grass, and you'll hit them. You don't need to see the guys to shoot them.
CSA on the far
CSA wrapping
right.
around. Good choice right there.
They're keeping their distance. They're going to get some nice flanking shots. Not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
that's a good place to put some.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. The more I'm watching this, the more I'm thinking about it. I feel like this is not that bad of a map design. I don't know.
No, it's actually good. That defilade there, it's a great defensive position. I don't know why they held so far forward in the beginning now.
I mean, I know we have some frontline reporter views, but like 15th Alabama here, for example, the one I'm looking at, like I feel like they could take a few steps forward and then, as Bus mentioned, cut the grass or mow the grass, whatever. But CSA is going to hit taking losses. I mean, at this point, CSA, I think the only chance they've got is if they let Union cap the point. But if you let Union cap the point, then you'd give up this great defensive spot.
Right.
But I don't think there's any other way you're going to win this game.
No, you just hold in the deflate. There's really, it's not even that great of a defensive spot. You just hold in the deflate, and every time they come over, you're just slaughtering them.
So
it's
in your
easy
opinion,
money right there.
The first CSA defensive line that they had on the snake fence, would you hold that?
Bad. No,
would you
no, no,
just hold
no.
on the deflate right away?
No, you hold in the deflate right away because you can see them coming all the way from deployment. You can see Union coming as soon as they reach past that cornfield, and you can shoot them from all the way far back. And then they have a whole open field to cross.
I don't know. It's a fair opinion. CSA dropped to taking losses. Union tried to go around the wood line, but the woods is out of bounds. Like, the only way they can hit CSA is by going through the open.
You go through the left side. Yep, the left side open is the only way to really break through.
So
I mean, Union's getting shot to shit where they are now, you know?
Yep. Indubitably. And CSA is doing a little flank around on this side. They're still kind of extending. And here's the thing. Union has such a ticket lead at this point that if Union just bonsai charge, it wouldn't be in the end of the world. As long as they keep that ticket lead at least a little
100%.
bit, they're fine. They can throw away tickets. And CSA, I don't know, at least on CSA right, is kind of spread out enough to where they could do it. I mean, Union could go through the woods out of bounds to try to go for a flank, which you do see, I think, 8th Ohio doing, but it looks like they're just running up to maybe take some shots in the front.
No.
Yes.
If they hold there, that's going to be crazy. They're getting
I think
up.
that maneuver on the rocks now over on that northern side for CSA is not worth it anymore.
Union's pushing up into the defilade, at least on the opposite
Yeah,
side.
this is how you don't do it, to be honest.
As Union?
Because, well, if CSA reacts to this, they can just rise up and kill these guys right here. I mean, that's how it was on Friday. That's what I'm saying. They push across an open field, and you can hit them from wherever you are in any of those defensive positions as CSA. You have so many hills and shit. See, they took a lot of losses right there, and the engaged tickets are dropping real fast. Not enough to be able to win it, I don't think, but if Union continuously does those kinds of maneuvers, it's not going to do well for them.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, you got 6 Wisconsin going into the rear. Those CSA guys, only a few of them. They're not going to mean a lot, but it might provide a little distraction. More Union going up center side of the map, though. They're getting on some rocks. Twin banners there, 5th NC.
Yep.
That's
decent right there. That's a decent move.
It's a good spot.
Issue is if CSA reacts to it, they're smashed.
Exactly.
But they aren't reacting. They're not reacting.
I mean, they're just sitting and shooting. You can't let Union sit up on your flank. And
Nope.
oh my!
That's piercing shot right there. That's a good kill. That's a few good
A
kills.
lot
3
got
or 4
up,
good
though.
kills. A decent amount got up. It's not like that Colquitt's match, that shot that you saw with all those fucking guys down on that road. That long road, dude. That was insane.
And Twin Banners backs out. Looks like they were just trying to get their shots, and then they're pulling back out.
Guys, decent move. I think Union needs to go together to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Overwhelmed.
They
the CSA.
left that middle open. That whole middle is open. That tree line right there, dude.
CSA.
Union could just punch through, and they have the point. They have everything.
Yeah, the whole CSA group that was kind of on Union left just went into the clump of trees. And I think they're just trying to conserve tickets, but yeah, no, they left that wide open.
That whole center's wide open.
But honestly, Union's probably not pushing that because maybe they don't know if CSA's there. They probably know they're not there because they haven't been shot at there for a while. But maybe they just don't want to accidentally cap at this point and give CSA a chance to regain a bunch of
I
tickets.
guess, but they can run through it pretty quick. If you're coming at it from the CSA or USA like center right, you're all right. It's if you come at it from the left, you'll run through point.
People make mistakes.
A lot of people do. You saw on the Grand Campaign thing today, it almost happened. We were running against the rock, and we kept almost capping. Well, it wasn't us, actually. It was the new spawns. But again, I'm too good at the game, so I never lose.
Wes is perfect. He's never actually lost a game with whoever writes.
Nope, no, never. Not, especially not when I'm leading.
So, I mean, what is it? When did CSA hit engaged? Or taking losses? I don't. Actually, I could just pull up the Patreon stream of this.
Like 7 minutes ago. 28 minutes.
I'm gonna pull this up and see because Actually, it looks like they hit engaged like 4 or 5 minutes ago. Or sorry, taking losses. So CSA is kind of dropping on tickets. CSA have pushed even further on their flank. They're now in Union artillery. They're pushing up to try to get completely behind the Union line now.
Yep.
You know, if they play this smart, we'll see how they play it.
We'll
Right?
see. I think that the Union's losing tickets at a very fast rate, and they're losing their advantage. But we'll see if this is going to be enough. If Union doesn't react well enough, it could be enough. That's a lot of CSA guys.
That
Whoa. Whoa, baby. Well, now USA, if I were them, I'd just punch left. I'd punch through the point. Fuck that. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Who is that?
It's I-Corps. Yeah, it's just I-Corps.
Good move. Of
Union's
course,
gonna
as
turn
we all
and
know,
charge 'em.
huge snowflakes.
They're going right
I-Corps
through
winning the
open
game.
field. Oh, they're turning. I was like, if you're
What
gonna
are they
go through the
doing?
open
A
field-
confusing game. Roundy downdy. Playing.
Oh,
what do we do?
canister ripped
Oh
right
yeah,
through.
wait.
Good about 8. But it opened the
They've
snake
realized
back,
now.
This way, boys.
They go, okay, this is probably a better idea.
Oh, what is this? Twin banners going for the point. Some going out for the rock.
All right.
Union flag.
Bad.
One's down.
All right, we'll see how this works here.
I mean, Union's still up by more than half morale stage right now.
And that's it. That's the fight. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Yep,
we're good.
that's-
CSA flag shot down.
CSA saying they're good. Are they good?
We won.
Decent amount good. Oh, it's Union saying they're good. Sorry, whoopsie doopsie.
I think Union will probably get it just the CSA flag. Is
I don't know.
getting
I mean, CSA. Oh, they're so close to
It's the
breaking now,
flags.
though. That was a great ticket exchange.
I think CSA took it, although their flag is getting out of dodge. So Union has their 2 flags still up, so Union's probably going to take that back. Meanwhile, on the other side, Union have kind of pushed up, not fully up the defilade, but a little behind, engaging in a closer shootout with CSA.
Still, again, CSA, just move a little bit right, and you'll have perfect shots on them. You just get one group. You have one group, tiny group right there, and I don't know, man. Maybe that. I don't know.
Union hits taking losses.
They're a little bit far. That move in the back was great, but unfortunately they didn't hold it. As a CSA, that is.
I honestly don't think CSA can do much with how the ticket gap.
No, but I mean, if they had done this from the beginning, they'd be fine.
Right. I would agree with you there that
They'd be
probably be
across the open field. Union would be getting absolutely buckle fucked. You know, within 3 minutes, Union's gone from, or not 3, but more like 5 minutes. Union's gone from top engaged to where they are now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab a chocolate donut. I'll be right back.
Oh boy. So CSA is about to hit breaking. Union's got 20 minutes, and they're up a morale stage. With this being a campaign as well, I wouldn't be surprised if Union just kind of shoots this out. They might try to just go for the cap. I mean, they have tickets to burn, and they can, if they
I'm
want.
back. Thank God for Adderall, dude. Otherwise, I'd be fat as fuck.
But
Otherwise, I'd be fat. Period.
Union's kind of recovered. On the left, looks like Ninja there. These guys are going to charge the CSARD.
Ninja, also known as Stinky Baby.
I've not heard that
That's what we
name.
called
from
him.
before.
Yep, in Gettysburg. He got the name in Gettysburg.
Oh,
He pooped himself. He pooped all over the floor. And then he wiped it all over his hands and said, "I'm a stinky baby."
why do I feel like that's not real?
No, it happened. You'll see it. Cornelius is going to comment in there. He said, "Oh, yeah, I did poop myself." In Gettysburg on July 27th.
What is the Union flag doing on Union left? He's running into the
No clue.
artillery. There's only a few Union guys charging in there. Oh, it's kind of working. By working, I mean he's not dead. Hey, CSA kind of did the flank that you were mentioning. The
Yeah.
Tennessee or
There it is. Yep,
the center.
perfect.
Although some, never mind. I thought Union were getting.
I'd still be
flanked out.
further back than where they are, but you could be at the forest.
Union pulling back a little on that right.
Yeah, now they're
side.
getting fuckle bunked by the guys at the snake fence.
Yep. Perfect reactionary. And now CSA, with the kill streaks that they have, can drop-
Reactionary conservatives, the CSA.
It was fascinating to kind of see how conservative CSA played last round, and then they
Mm-hmm.
were charging at the
These
beginning.
dirty liberal unionists.
So
Very liberal with how they're moving this entire match, don't you think, Eagle?
I know they're taking out the artillery, the most precious.
Convenient given the recent election, of course.
They've taken out the
Lincoln.
artillery. The most conservative ideal in this
Mhm.
game is that
Yeah.
artillery is great, and the
Lincoln
liberal
signed an
union
executive order.
they just took it out. They've taken over it. Twin banners on
Unbelievable.
it.
The Republicans in the White House have probably sent this down to the Union, told them take out the cannons.
You can see first no first Delaware on there.
Nope. Nope. They have switched over
True
to liberal
conservative.
leftists.
Anyways, I-Corps charging the Union on the artillery. CSA hit braking. Union actually mad dashing to the point, at least in the center, which I'm kind of surprised. Rest of Union going now. CSA, oh my.
Here it is. This is a game, set, and fart match, possibly, for the Union. Game set right now.
And CSA is winning on the artillery side on the Union left, but Union right, Corn Brigade is pushing out of the wood line, and Union's going to at least turn this side. It's like a bull run. Everyone's going for each other's side.
Bull run. Very conservative battle.
With that being said, CSA is actually going to win the rest of this fight and actually win the battle. Because that's what happened at Bull
the
Run.
game.
Thank you.
And they've won the war, just like in real life.
My Grand Tactician simulation.
Yeah, in real life, Grand Tactician. Life is all perceived experience, and I perceive them to have won the Civil War in Grand Tactician. I actually would argue that the Confederate won.
The 10th Tennessee guy, Slovakian.
Impro,
I'm sorry if I butchered your name. He said, Ohio State lost to Michigan. You're a good man. That's all I'll say. Anyways, CSA are winning the charge on point. They were able to overwhelm that. More importantly, most flags are out. One CSA flag is down. But they should pick that back up. Union's not in breaking yet. Almost there. They got a minute or so before they're there, but this next charge, I assume Union's probably at least going to spend a minute reforming and then go in. That'll definitely get CSA in the last stand. And then Union has plenty of time to shoot this out.
Brother in Christ, they're playing against some of the best officers in this fucking game. They were going to lose.
What they are, dude. Crazy.
So, there's a couple of flags down. Nobody's picking them up. That flag is CSA. It just got picked up. This other flag. 15th, yeah, it's a Union flag. I would say that's CSA because it's white, but because normally the CSA flags, at least the white ones anyways, are CSA. Like 5th VA, a very, very nice flag. I think 5th VA has a white flag anyways. I
You
don't know.
want to know more? Join the mobile infantry today. The mobile infantry made me the man I am.
So, Union reforming up. CSA doing the same. You can see their main spawn a little back there, but Union is about to hit breaking.
This is Union not breaking. Again, if they had held behind that defilade, I was just saying it to Huncho. I was like, I don't know why they held all the way up here. I don't know. Again, they're all learning these maps.
Yeah, I can, like, the grand strategy of around how you play it, I can understand if that stuff is off and not fine-tuned. We're figuring out the maps. Things are changing on the ever-changing battlefield. And
I mean, check this out, dude. It's been what? How long's it been since
it's like
Union dropped to taking losses?
Oh.
Not long. It's been, what, 17 minutes was when they dropped to it? Huncho is going off right now. He's angry right now.
Target the cannon. Wipe the artillery.
He's pissed.
He's pissed, dude. He's angry. Apparently, Zoo had told him, he got angry at him. He was like, we got wiped up there. My name's Zoo. We got wiped. And Huncho said, no, we fought and we died. Oh, now the right side's like empty there. Again, great. Honestly, this is good for the CSA. It's a very good way of holding.
Yeah, it's very good that they're about to hit last stand. Very, very good.
All right, shut up, dumbass. That's not the reason why they're here. What's going on? What's going on? What? What?
They're not winning this match regardless.
You don't want to play anymore? Shut up, man. You never give up, dude. They got 13 minutes left. I remember I held 8 minutes in last stand against 2 Corps about 4 years ago. It can happen.
Well, that's a lot less than 13 and a half minutes.
All right, whatever, dude. They're not a last stand yet.
They're
now they'll be a
not
last stand.
Union hit breaking.
Whatever, dude. They just gave up with
How are
that.
CSA still not in last stand? CSA's winning the charge too.
Because
There
they're
they go.
fucking absolutely bumble fucking them right now, dude.
So CSA win the corner. Union, rest of them collapsing in.
We'll charge right here. They want to just wipe these guys off in terms of getting their numbers down.
Yep. If CSA guy die, he don't come back. So
No more game for you.
no more game. You're actually the game uninstalls upon death. That's why War of Rights doesn't have that big of a player
That's why I'm so
base.
serious in my shit talk all the time, you know?
That's why Bus
So
has never
angry.
lost a game and he's still here.
That's why I'm alive, you know? Because you have to kill yourself in real life.
No.
You lose in War of Rights. Press F9. Loading my 9mm right now.
And
We're gonna get canceled.
channel's gone. We're changing.
$9
to
million,
Fortnite.
by the way,
Five
is what I
Nights
meant
at
by
Freddy's.
that.
So Union's kind of continuing to charge up. It's not going to do much, but it's killing a guy or two, and that's really Union's just trying to finish this off. Tickets don't matter at this point.
What do you think about this new sprinting animation?
There's a new sprinting animation.
Yeah, come back towards where the Union is, and you can come see it.
What am I looking at?
Wait, look, go behind them. They do like this weird, like, jaunting, like wide. They have a very wide gate.
Like you're saying, like the width of their legs is. I don't know
Yeah,
what you mean.
come look. You don't see it. Go down lower. If you're in first person, I'm looking at Spitfuck right now, and he's like, they like go side to side to side to side whenever they sprint.
Hello, I'm Agrippa.
Hello. You dead.
I don't know. I haven't
Some people
noticed
do
that.
it, others don't.
Maybe they're trying to diversify the animation.
I mean, I know. I think it. I don't know. I thought everyone was doing it, but I'm looking at Shell Shock, and he's not doing it right now. Some people have a really weird way they do it, and then others have the regular sprinting animation. It's new though. You swing it. Maybe it's a stamina thing, but it looks terrible.
CSA charging out. At least the few that are still alive on point. Plus, what are your thoughts of the round?
Don't hold forward, and you would have been fine. I think. USA cost a lot of tickets. I think the meta on this map, honestly, is to just hold behind the deflate area, in the forest and behind your caissons on point, and on the far left where those rocks are, and just cut the grass whenever they reach. React to the ever-changing battlefield in whichever charge they do. You saw it. I mean, most charges that the USA did after that initial snake fence push lost. The majority of them. And they lost a lot of tickets when they did it. So, it's a hard map. But, without that, I think CSA did decently, except for the random outward charges that happened. Union did well as well. I think they were super cohesive. CSA cohesive after the fact. After they got ran through, basically.
So.
What about you?
Well fought there from Union. Good 2-0. I kind of agree with that. I mean, that Defilades a really nice position, sir, the snake fences, but if Union kind of get around you on the side, you got to completely fall back. Sure, the same can happen on the Defilade, but the Defilade's a lot easier to defend, at least in that initial snake fence line. So, oh no, CSA just lost their artillery. It's over. Anyways, good 2-0 tonight from Union. They played very, 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 very well.
We'll see these casualties here. Let's look at these.
Indeed. Got to do the little outro sequence during it, though. The
Oh,
glorious
dude,
outro
does the
sequence.
outro sync? Dude, whenever I'm playing officer, it's awesome because my character looks Indian. He's got the huge beard, and he's like really, really like tan. Have you seen him? No, I don't think so. But he's like super tan.
I have not
He's got
looked
a
at the character
dark
customization in a
beard.
long time
Dude,
outside of the
you gotta do it, man. My character, bro, that's why it was called Indian Bus for so long. But it's awesome because it'll zoom up on his face.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it zooms up on your face first, typically, because it just did it again for me, and I was just playing as a private running
Well,
around.
they should zoom up on a ghost face for me because I'm spectating. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, TikTok, all those links in the description. And we will see you all in the next
Casualties,
one.
don't end it. Casualties aren't done yet. Look at this. USA almost took more.
Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye-bye.